Yeah, the volume's been better lately.
It's
Just
been-
whatever you've been doing, just turning it up or whatever. And actually, when the thing was plugged in, it was worse. So this is better than
Okay.
it's been good.
And Namaste today is Tuesday,
I
October
didn't know we were on.
13. Yeah.
Okay, good. Is that the date? Thank you. October. What's that?
That's what the computer says.
I know, and you're so good at just reading that.
It's the only way I know.
Yeah. And
If you had to ask me, I'd say, I don't know, it's daytime.
there you go.
That's the extent of my
Me too.
knowledge
I'm
of
glad
the
it's
dates
written
and time.
somewhere.
It's light out or it's dark out. That's
That's-
about the end of it.
Exactly. And just so you know, Guruji, just a little update. She does seem a little perkier today, which I'm pleased to see.
A little bit.
A little bit. So every day, hopefully.
But I did put a lot of makeup on so I don't scare everybody.
No, I would do that. And another cute blouse you've made, by the way.
Yeah, one might, here we go, see my funky fashion that I did.
It's
Yeah,
adorable.
kind of.
Such a good job with that. So
I'm,
cute.
this is what my third project.
Yeah. Getting to be
Third
professional.
project now. So, yeah, I had never sewed before, so I'm kind of learning as I go. But I don't use patterns. I just look at it and decide kind of how I want it to look, and then just kind of go for the gusto.
Yeah, I'm impressed because I've always used patterns. I am a sewer, so and I know she wasn't. And for her to do what she's doing, I'm very impressed.
Yeah, I
Really?
can't use patterns. I don't understand those at all.
Yeah,
No.
there's a lot to them, but with patterns you can make some. A lot of people need a pattern to make that. So you've done great with that.
Yeah, no, I just make it. I don't do a pattern with it.
And especially someone you felt you never were good at sewing. You just all
No,
of a
I'm
sudden
not
you're
good
doing
at sewing.
really well.
No, I can't sew.
Yeah, so good work. Good work. Glad to see you
Thank
with
you. I like it. I like all my. I did a lot of. I put the
little laces.
all of the laces and stuff, and
Really?
then this part I did it all by hand.
Yeah, see,
You
show that
know-
a little closer because I like that the way you've stitched it with
Yeah.
some heavier, colorful thread.
It's all done by hand, and then I went over it again with the heavier yarn here to give it again another little layer
I
of
see the way you've done it.
Yeah, the
Right
little-
there, which you
yeah
didn't
the
see
little
before.
layer of stuff just to give it a little extra.
Touches. Yeah, this just is
But
kind of a tiered.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
this one goes all the way around, and then this is just one little bitty boop that comes out.
And the way it matches with the Day of the Dead. Very cute.
Well, I like the Day of the Dead. The skulls are so
colors. The
bright.
colors are great.
Yeah, I like the bright. So anyway, you know that this is not off the shelf.
For sure. It's
I-
original.
It's original. Yeah, I don't know how many people would actually want to wear it, but
I would.
I'm enjoying
Feel
it.
free to get my measurements.
I
would
call
wear it.
I call it my funkalicious fashion.
And that's a good word for it.
Funkalicious,
It's funkified.
funkified. Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, this is what I'm kind of doing for, some keep me occupied and
in a good way.
yeah, something good to do.
Oh, I'm glad to see you a little spunkier today.
I
Little
do.
bit.
It took some really heavy medication doses to get me to be able to sleep.
That's the problem. And it's not like that's something you rarely do, but just when you get no sleep at all, you've got
No,
to.
I mean, people complain that they get woke up by Kundalini. I wish I had those days where I was woke up at 4:30 in the morning with it, but I'm up till 6 a.m. in the morning. I mean,
This is a
when I say
desperate-
all night, I mean all night I'm awake. So if I get 1 hour sleep, 2 hours sleep, I'm lucky. It's been really atrocious. I don't know why it.
It's just been a cycle, but I think also with the fatigue, it just really caught
Exactly.
hold.
It's been for a very long time that that's been happening. So the body is just really is been drained, very, very much been drained, and just this again, the stress of holding the path and all of that. Just it does put a strain on the body and a drain, and then on top of it, when you get no sleep at all, it doesn't help any either. So anyway, I'm working on trying to get things better, try to figure out a way to get back to get some energy.
Day by day, we'll keep you in our prayers and our hearts, Guruji, for that. I know that's true of everybody. So
Well, I appreciate it.
absolutely.
I appreciate it from everyone because it's needed. It's like I said, it's very. This has been ongoing, like I said, for a lot of years. About 10 years when it started.
Yeah, it's been slowly building, and then as the form gets older, I was saying it just gets harder
It takes harder to
get back.
bounce
Yeah,
back.
bounce
But
back.
yeah, this exhaustion started about 10 years ago, and it's just been. I try to hide it and try to, but there's only so long you can go before you just absolutely have run out of fuel. So it's kind of come to the point where its body's starting to run out of fuel, and so I need to really try to figure out some way to
Replenish.
make it better.
Yeah, and just everyone in their own paths, if whatever way you can put your whole being into whatever's given, and open up your hearts, and that's all. So just,
Again, if you get woke up by Kundalini at 4:30 in the morning, you sit up and you meditate for a while, and then you go back to bed. That's all.
Yeah.
God, I wish I had those days again.
Tell you, if I'm up at 4,
That was I actually did have some sleep, but
Yeah,
not until
those were the good
4:30.
days, huh?
Those were the good days.
No, it's not good when you look back at that kind of thing and say those were the good days.
Those were the good. That was the good time. Yeah, that's when I actually had energy going.
Right, it'll come, Guruji. You got too much spunk in you. You got more to come. A lot more.
So I'm having my cocoa. Chocolate. Yeah, no, this
Not
is
just
the
cocoa.
good one. This is the pure cacao,
that's
that they
the one.
use for the ceremonial stuff. It's just absolutely
Do you
pure.
feel any different when you drink that? Just the same.
No, it is stronger than the powdered.
You feel that somewhere in you?
Yeah, I can feel that it's stronger, than the powdered.
Just the taste, or in terms of the effects?
I think probably both.
Good effects?
I think it's good. It's like I said, very full of antioxidants, a lot of really good things in it. But this is strictly made from the cacao bean. It hasn't been powdered. It hasn't, it's just been beans that have been ground and made into more of the liquid thing, and then they sell it. They send it to you in a brick form. It looks like drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they're sending me a big, like they do
Looks
drugs.
sketchy.
It looks a little sketchy, yeah.
But, yeah.
Like hashish or something. It looks like a big bar of hashish or
Marijuana.
something, yeah.
Ganja. But,
Yeah.
I think, though, people should be careful with this one. Because you don't know. I mean, you're okay with it, but I mean, it's supposed to open up a lot of stuff, and I don't think it's for everybody.
Well, they say, they do ceremonial stuff, and for them it can open up, some things, takes you to the doorway and
Don't
opens
give
it
it to
up.
me.
But
Don't give that thing to me. I got it all open up, baby.
Open up.
I got too much
Open
open.
up. Open up.
No, that's the last thing I need. I want everything to kind of, okay, too much open doors here.
But no, with this, you instead of using a half a cup, you use 2 ounces. It's
Very
much
little.
stronger.
Yeah, so just if you're
You know, when
sensitive,
they
be
say,
careful.
oh, if they're starting at just do 1 ounce and drink an ounce at a time. But I drink a cup, 2 ounces, and drink a cup. And
Yeah, but you can
know.
take any kind of medicines. You can do all sorts of things. I mean, you're pretty hardy
Well, my
with that
body
kind
is
of thing.
resistant to stuff.
Yeah, but you also don't feel a lot of side effects
No,
usually. And see, that's the thing. So you don't.
I will the first time I take something, I'll get a heavy side effect, and then the next time there's nothing ever. So that's just this body. It's just this body. This body's strange. I don't know.
We all are a little odd, though.
You know, everybody's different with
Yeah.
how their body
Exactly.
metabolizes things and stuff.
Yeah,
but-
so just be aware of that as well. Anyway,
Exactly. So anyway, I'm still having
cacaoing out.
having my daily cacao, and you know, I think that it will help
Good. It helps. That's a good thing.
eventually to, you know, help to perk me up and put the things back. It's very supposed to be very, very rich in magnesium and things, and that's something that I need. So anyway, this is my health drink, and I'm having it in the morning.
So cheers.
Cheers.
All right, and now we will go. What we decided to do is take all of the spirit rocks, put them in a big bowl here, and we're just going to go through them because it seems like everyone, there was something going on. I guess it's just getting more popular
It's
here.
growing day by day.
Yeah.
It seems like more and more are waiting day by day, so we're just going to do what we can do, and
Day by
every
day.
day we continue a little more. That's all.
That's all we can do, and it's, they get the energy.
But thank
here.
God we have, more guides and masters and Christ and Mary and things there to really help with the work. To just really clear things out for people.
Yeah, and
Such grace that's able to be happening rather than this long counseling thing and that it takes so long to get them to cognize it. So if they can go in there beyond that and don't even have to go through that route, that's even better.
I don't even think they know what hit them. It just is different, and they're not in that anymore.
No, as long as they're open to being helped, I mean, they're fast. They go right in and do it. And we don't really need that. I mean, the story's fun. It's interesting. I'm sure people that are watching this like to hear the stories to what's come. But the important thing is the stories aren't needed. It's just whatever's there, the knots and the things that are being held just
More
need
the
to be
root.
right. It needs to just be cleared out and gotten rid of, and so they can come back to a place where they can continue forward
In a fresh manner.
in a fresh. They're being freshened up.
Freshened up. I mean, we'll see how long the Mary energy remains day by day. I don't know what's ever going to happen. I know she's always around here. It's not like I just see her here. Believe me, I don't want to go into it.
The guides and masters could be 1,000 places at once.
Right.
There's no time and
So-
space for them, and they can just appear wherever. It's not like if they're here, they can't be somewhere
Of
else as
course.
well.
No, but like I say, the vision
So-
is still coming in.
Right,
other
so don't think
times.
we have a handle on them and they're only right here.
And they come when they come, and when they're ready to go, they'll go. That's all.
Exactly.
It's just
exactly.
this time now seems to be flowering that way, but maybe even not today. I
We
have no idea.
never know, like I said, none of this was planned. None of it was even, no heads up that it was going to take place. Just one day it took place, and that's that. And all we can do is just go with the flow.
For sure.
That's all.
We're just here kind of as little holders or backgrounds, and we'll see what happens as things go on and
Well,
Guruji give
right.
it pointers.
I don't know how long this is going to last. I don't know, if there's anything more I can do or not do. I mean, if there's anything else I can do, that's great.
No,
I'm
you
happy
do
to do it. But for now, this is what's come forward, and so that's, I made that commitment to the universe that whatever I could do, I would do that. So that's why I continue forward.
Thank you.
Exhausted or exhausted not, whatever, as long as I have breath in my being and I can do that, I will honor that. I can't go back on that and not honor what the commitment was that I made. I can't do that. I won't do that.
You're quite an example for that. Quite an example of that.
So onward we go.
Right.
Let's see what we have waiting in store for us today.
That's all
It's always an adventure.
This is the lace, blue lace.
A blue lace, yes.
Look at me, blue lace.
Such a pretty
Look at
color.
that. So pretty. My hands are always okay. Okay. So I'm just seeing that gem. Boy, nothing's coming. Oh boy. So it does. I did have an image this morning where I heard the nun say, "Okay, we're going to close this down." Now I kind of had that hearing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting anything. I hope it comes, but I don't know. So let me kind of settle for a minute.
Yeah, just settle and ask, maybe before we start with that one could have already been worked on and left as well. So that could be as well. So maybe just kind of open up and ask Mary and ask the other ones what is, what's happening with things.
Okay, I see your image, but I'm not able to.
Mm-hmm.
Just nothing. I'm not able to go there. That's all I can say right now. Yeah, because I did hear in my mind that this will eventually end, and I did hear we're going to close this door now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And we didn't get any reasons why.
no. Just timing. So, but I don't know. I don't want to say for sure because I've still seen her image there, but in terms of that engagement, I don't know. So let me just.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw her then fading.
So let's take this one. Let's pull another one just to see. Could be that one's already been worked with and left, and we can see. And if there's nothing today, there's nothing today, and that's the way it is.
Okay, let me just settle because it did
just
feel
take
a
some
little
time.
bit with that. Something is shifting, and I don't know exactly how that will play out.
Okay, just take some time and settle. Let's see what comes or doesn't come.
Yeah, sometimes I get this heart pounding thing when there's a transition. I just need to.
So like we said, things comes and things go, and things go through transitions, and we never know what those are going to hold or what kind of transition is going to happen, why things open, why things close, but there's some reason for it in the universe. We don't always know why. It could be sometimes that things are ripe and open for communication, and other times maybe things are out of alignment. There's some interference in the atmosphere or something going on that makes that not possible. I can't say.
Yeah, and again, and we'll see how this plays out, but I felt like it was just more timing, with that image that I was taken through a door with. She was, it's a mystery and just silence. And also telling me, too, that this imagery will end for me eventually. And then it was taken through a door with light, and it just kind of traveling through this light and things, and the luggage being drowned in the emotion. So,
Okay.
and then so I did hear that I saw the nuns against the full moon. I saw them slowly fading. So I don't. All I can say is what I saw this morning.
Yeah.
That it's time to they're going to close it. And I didn't know what they, when or anything, so I don't know, because I do still see a misty image of her, but I don't feel like I can engage her.
Mm.
And I think it may be just for me, I think in my journey something's changing.
That
In
could
terms
be.
of, the silence and that, and it did say this, that will complete for me in this lifetime. The nuns had told me that.
Right.
And that this will change and this imagery will go.
Mm-hmm.
And right now it's here, but I don't know. So, everything's temporary, people.
It's transient. Yeah, like I said, these things go. I don't, don't get the imagery, just things that just pop in that I know, and that's that.
No, I can't imagine. I don't think all the imagery is gone from me, but I just don't know about this kind of engagement right now. I just have to wait and see. Or maybe it will eventually trickle, but yeah, that was fading. So I don't know. Timing of grace, For me, I won't miss it. I don't desire it, I won't miss it. And all I'm doing is just, if it comes, it comes. If it's gone, it's gone, and I'm fine either way. In fact, even better, because I have to say it's always coming. It's not just, in one place. So, it's so hard to keep your feet on the ground with all this. But that's, I'm just doing it as it flows, so. Just not able to connect.
It's not
connecting today, and I don't know, maybe it will tomorrow.
Okay, so we'll have to close it out today.
Sorry,
what
guys.
can I say? For here, it's a bit sad because there are so many waiting, and if that door is no longer open, the door is no longer open. And nothing that I can do at this point for that.
Nothing.
If something else comes forward, if they open another way, then that's fine.
Yeah, and I do need to say, I don't make any of this up, guys. If I can't connect and I can't do it. And I'm just, I'm not going to sit here and I just can't do it, I feel in myself right now, I just feel like that's just done in a certain way. I'm really sorry too. I mean, I was even trying to engage. Are you really leaving, sisters? And there's attendees on the other side. I mean, to help. So it's not, So all I can say, I can't do it right. I don't know.
Right.
I'm sorry.
So we're going to close this video out for now. And we'll see tomorrow.
We'll just try it again, and if it's done, it's done. Things always come around again in another form. They do, and they come alive in another form. And what I was hearing, at least for my journey, this would just be a temporary time.
Mm-hmm. So other than that, I don't know what to say. There's nothing more that I can do without that help. I'm not seeing or reading that, unless something shifts here and they open something. Otherwise, it's, it is what it is. And again, things change and shift all the time. So once again, this is another message for people, don't be blasé. Like I said, I'm not going to be here forever. Things may be winding down for me. I don't know if I'm going to be here another day or another 15 years. I can't say. my time might be winding down. My body might be giving out. I can't say for now.
The main thing we do know is your energy is depleted.
My energy is very, very much depleted, and I'll work and do whatever I can to see if it comes back. But again, I'm not the author and finisher of that.
Of any of it, we're not. What can we say? And if something's not there, it's not there. I can't make anything up, and I have never made anything up.
And that's never going to be on this path. Again, I've said these things for much time before I've said I'm getting very depleted, and that it's no joke. If I say something, it's not a joke. It's not a bid for sympathy. It's not. It's just what it is. And always tried to give that out for this path, and really try to get people to take advantage of what's there while it's there, because
that's right.
It won't always be there.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't know what you've got till it's gone. So make use of it while you can. Most definitely.
Because I did have those warning sign images of the curtains slowly being drawn, of doors slowly shutting. And then last night I did hear we're going to close this down now. So just like that. That was this morning, actually. I wrote
it. That you heard that. Okay.
Yeah, and I wrote. I'll send you, because I wrote the vision down. I have it on my blog thing. And also the time before, they were there, and then there was just a lot of heavy luggage being drowned in the ocean. I can't even come with that same feeling. It's not coming. Usually, it's blossoming. It's not. It's going to come alive in another way. It's going to come alive in another way, but there'll be more stillness here. To say it's not, as they said, they're shutting it down.
So,
we'll see tomorrow. Maybe it was just today. I don't know. I never want to make a period on things, but that was my, I was sad too as I saw them fading with the full moon behind them.
Yeah, well, I said that there's the opportunity with that moon that those things were opening. There's no guarantee it's going to remain. So that's why I said, again, you have to take advantage, and this is why I don't take the time off even when it's supposed to be vacation. I want to get as much done as I can, because you don't know how long it's going to be. You don't know how long that opportunity is there. And you want to give as much opportunity to as many as you can for as long as you can. And that's the reality of it.
May some of the imagery I feel is still going to flow here. I don't feel like that's totally done. I just don't know about this connections. I just don't know if that's going to remain this way. If it's not there, it's not there. Right now I feel like I just can't. It's just, I can't tell you the feeling of it. I feel I cannot engage that right now. And I can only go with grace. Grace's wishes, I guess.
It's all that one can do. You can't push. Like I said,
I'd be making it up.
You can't push. You can't push grace. You can't force it. You can't, it is what it is, and it comes as it comes.
I do see right now, I do see a wheel stuck in the mud spinning, and I don't know. Stuck in the mud. Yeah. I'm sad to say it.
Well, it's been that way for quite some time. A great many are stuck in a wheel and stuck in a pattern and not willing to push through it, not willing to put the efforts in needed, and so that's, if that's where it's at, that's where it's at. But you can only give what you can give. I've given 110% of what I can give. I can't give any more than what I've given. if it's not enough, it's not enough. But other than that,
Giving what you
there's
can.
nothing more that can be.
That's it. And if something's
Can
not
be
going
done.
to penetrate a dense thing, it's just not.
Right.
You know. Why would the work keep flowering? Why would it? Why? It's kind of like, again, I saw a daisy in the middle of a garbage heap. I mean, I'm sorry, but there's certain things that I've seen that is sad to me about humanity.
Well, yeah, a daisy in the middle of a garbage heap. What can be said? You know, you can give the message. It can be precious, but people are, so many people, especially this day and age, are into their own stuff. They want to go play with this and play with that, and you know, they don't want changes in their life. They want changes just better, but I don't want to let go of anything.
That's the thing.
I don't want to let go of anything. I want to try to gather and collect more. And they want it more from an egotistical perspective of being able to control and manipulate and have it their way. I want to find a way to make it my way. Not that I want to let go and find out what God and what is God's way and trust that. I want it my way. And you know, that's not this path. That's never been this path. I don't teach people, you know, like the one that came and, oh, you can manipulate and you can, you know, you can manipulate things and you can manifest and manifest. And that's what I think more people are looking for, that's going to gravitate to them. But that doesn't bring lasting,
of course,
happiness. It's just more transient, and you can have unending transient. But now's the time and the opportunity, again, to go forward and really come to that point where you can know God. But if people are not really interested in that, it's not their heart's desire,
for sure,
then I don't know what to say. Maybe, you know, things will close down.
Right, and I think when we first had some of this out, I mean, I think people's, oh, it's just there, it'll keep coming, Guru just keeps going, you know, it's just so taken for granted. I mean, I've written about this Mary imagery on my blog, and I've gotten 15 readings, one comment, or if a comment.
Right.
But what do you have to do, stand on your head and levitate? I'm sorry.
You know, if people are not going to honor, and they don't not open their hearts to it, you know, again, Mary, Christ, they're not forced. They're not forced to give this.
That's right. That's right.
And there's only so long you can continue to give and give and give before you say, forget it.
So here's your wake-up
like
call.
Christ said, you know, I was there and I had the wings open and I wanted to gather you like little chicks, but you would not. I couldn't do many miracles in my hometown because nobody believed. How long have I got to suffer this generation? He'd walk away in disgust. It's still the same thing. It hasn't changed.
Exactly this, and that's exactly what this feels like.
It's what it feels like as a teacher. It's what it feels like. It's the same thing. You come and you give your heart and your soul to the work, and you want to see people come out of their suffering. And you see them continually choose suffering every time. So what can you do? What can you do? Hey, what can be done?
It's up to each person in their own hearts. You know, no one can make anyone do this. And like I say, I think it's the way humanity's always been. But also people have their distractions, their phone, their entertainment. You know, oh, this is Mary image was seen. Okay, let me go on to, you know, there's nothing that's keep holding them into that beauty, that miracle, that life.
Exactly.
That, you know, and what can you say? I mean, it's there. It's
exactly.
there.
Such a precious opportunity, and that door is closing. Maybe it's already closed.
Yeah, it feels. I didn't know it. I didn't want to tell you this image thing, because I wanted to see what would happen, but it really meant it, I feel. Sorry.
So we will close this out. Namaste.